Welcome, TCG and Gundam enthusiasts, rejoice! GD01, a new type rising, the first booster of the Gundam card game is here. And I not only have one booster for you, I have two boosters for you! So, the new Gundam card game has its first official booster box. And these are pretty hard to find in the wild, if I'm not lying. I got lucky that I called up a shop, Toy Buzz and Fizz in Plainfield, Indiana, that had a couple boosters. So I asked for two to be held for me, and they held two, and I picked them up. They also had all of the starter deck assembly, Gundam assembly starters, so that you get the starter deck and then the 3 Gundam assembly models alongside it, also in stock as well. So that was really good for me. So if you're a fan of Gunpla, that's a really cool product. I will be doing painting videos for all of those models from those boxes. So if you haven't already, make sure to go subscribe to the Mama Dragon's Miniature channel to see those painting videos when they release, whenever I get around to painting them. But nonetheless, we're not talking models here, we're talking cards. So there are 130 cards, 6 different types. You are guaranteed in each one of these boxes 8 LRs. That's the highest rarity card in the game. 2 all arts of rares and LRs. And then 1 foiled Gundam resource. So there are resources in these boxes that are based off the different Gundams that you can get in here. The Unicorn, the OG Gundam, the Kashtara. I'm probably going to make all the Gundam fans really upset with how I just pronounced that. Wing Gundam Zero, and I believe Aerial Gundam also got one as well. And then Char's Zaku got a resource as well. So you can get a 401 of that. And then there are 3 plus cards. There is the OG Gundam gets a plus card. Gundam Aerial gets a plus card, and then the resource, Gundam OG resource has a plus card. So those are harder and rarer, but each booster is guaranteed you 8 LRs, 2 all arts, which are LR plus or rare plus, and then 1 foiled resource. So without further ado, let's bust open these 2 boosters. We'll start with this one right here. Pack art. I do like showing off the pack art. There's nothing special about this pack art. It is all just the OG Gundam slicing up a Zaku. And I'm not sure, maybe Zaku 2 or Zaku 1? Not sure, based on a Zaku head and a Zaku arm. I know some Gundam. Funny enough, I've never built a Gunpla model. I think I vaguely remember watching Gundam on Toonami, but I'm not the biggest Gundam fan, but I am a TCG fan. And I did try out the starter deck event at Bulldog Community Gaming, LLC, in Brownsburg, Indiana, and it wasn't too bad. It's actually a pretty fun game. I will actually have a full review of the game as well. So, without further ado, let's talk about what you get in the pack. So anyways, the entire set includes 50 commons, 35 uncommons, 32 rares, 12 legendary rares, which is your LR, plus 6 tokens. Not sure if it breaks down what's in the pack. Typically, they break down the pack. That is the entire set. I believe... Well, I guess we'll just find out. Typically, it tells you on the back of the pack what you're kind of expecting per pack, like how many commons, uncommons, and rares you get, plus your 1 token. So anyways, without further ado, let's bust it open. Bada boom, bada bang. Once again, you're all going to have to break me down in the comments for my pronunciation of Gundam names. Or, yeah, the Mobile Suit Gundam names, because I probably am going to mispronounce them multiple times. We got a Goof, a Den, a Dressayan Sleeves, Naval Bombardment, Jagan, Gira Doga Sleeves, the Gundam Heavy Arms, First Contact, a Gundam Aerial, Mirror Soul Flight Unit, 𝐒𝐓𝐃𝐄, and then we start off with the rares of a Shenlong Gundam and a Dual Gundam, and then our resource here will be the OG Gundam, just named Gundam. Alright, so you get one resource, 2 rares. One rare will also be taking the place of the LR as well, and then there is a spot here for the LR Plus, or your all art guaranteed to box. Then you get 1, 2, 3, 4 uncommon cards, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 common cards. Alright, and I believe each booster comes with 12 plus 1 card per booster pack. Just says randomly inserted, so I'm supposing it's 12 cards per pack. Yes, so it's 12 cards per pack plus the 1 resource, which also can be a token, the EX resource, or can be the EX base for the game as well. I mean, I can understand putting in a token for one of the mobile suits in here that generates a token. I believe it's that or a base that generates a token, but I'm not sure why we need an EX resource and an EX base if most people have at least got 1 starter deck, which you get all of that and the starter deck. I get the resources because those are unique. So anyways, we have Zaku Mariner, the Mining Asteroid Plow, Cancer, 13th Testing Facility Sector, Rasid's Orders, a 𝐒𝐲𝐶, Gundam Heavy Arms, First Contact, once again the Gundam Aerial Fighter Mode, Zaku's Leo, a 𝐂𝐍𝐿 Eula Athena, and then we got a Castrita. Oh god, you're all going to berate me down in the comments for busting up. I believe this is from the Unicorn series of Gundam. So yeah, you're all going to berate me down in the comments. But that is our first LR right there for you all. The Castrita. I think it's Castrita. I'm going to say Castrita. Again, berate me down in the comments. But yeah, the art looks really nice. It's nice and textured. It's really nice looking card right there. So really good just red Gundam there. And the final card of our pack was a Charged Zaku 2 token. I will give credit Bandai to this as we move on to the next pack. All of the arts on the mobile suits and the characters is drawn. So a lot of people were afraid that Bandai would just do what Union Arena does and just take snapshots of the mobile suits and the characters from the anime and then just slap them on cards. But no, they actually commissioned some artists to do this. Again, side tells you the art as well. All right, so we got a Demi Garrison, a 𝐒𝐓𝐄𝐄, a Ridhi Marinus, Signs of Revolution, Derka Eltman, Side 7, B-Cube, Zanzibar, The Loto, Dari Blade, Battle of Aces, and we got a second LR, back-to-back LRs with the Justice Gundam. Really cool card right there. This is actually the one that deploys the token from the set. So really cool LR there for you all. And we got a Castrita resource right there for you all. All right, we got Covert Operations, the M1 Astray, Stark Jagan, 𝐒𝐍𝐿, Dupe, Naval Bombardment, Kusanagi, Gun Tank, Gemao, Castrita. Our rares will be Salamas, Noen's Arius, and then we have the Unicorn Gundam resource. I did forget to mention as we move on to the next pack here, there are 24 packs per box, as I'm also going to say you're also definitely berating me down in the comments for my pronunciation of names. We got Derka, Side 7, Covert Operations, the M1, Stark Jagan, 𝐒𝐍𝐿, the G Fighter, Gundam Death Sight. It does have an LR in this set as well, which I'd like to get my hands on. We got Zeon Remnant Forces, Gundam Aerial, Citizens take a stand, and we got the OG Papa Gundam. We got the pack art. Look at that right there. There's the pack art. There's the OG Papa Gundam for you all right there. For you OG fans, once again, he does have the LR++ in this set. And the LR++ does look really cool. I did check it out on Bandai's website. Yeah, definitely really, really cool. Oh, I did forget, before we move on to the next pack, we did get the Wing Gundam Zero resource. And we will follow that up with a dupe, or dope, I have no idea how to say that. Naval Bombardment, Stealth Stratagem, the Gundam. 𝐵𝐵𝐺𝐴 Pente, Strike Gundam, the Desert Tiger, Loto, Michaelis, the Gelgu, the Witch and the Bride, the Blitz Gundam, and then we got the Freedom Gundam resource. Side 7, the 13th Tactical Testing Sector, Reed Hay, 𝐿𝐿 the Enhanced Person number 4. I think this is from the Unicorn, I think this is from the Witch series. I don't know, I haven't watched all of Gundam. 𝐒𝐎𝐍𝐍𝐄𝐄, 𝐒𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒, Rick Dom, Banger Links, 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐿, the Barlent Custom, and we got a rare in the Gun Cannon, and the Unicorn Gundam 02 Banshee Unicorn Mode, and then we have the Papa OG Gundam resource. We'll probably start speeding up here pretty soon once we get about midway through this box. We'll definitely be speeding through the second box because we'll have seen most of the commons and probably a good chunk of the uncommons in this set. It'll be the rares and the LRs that you'll be really wanting to see. Red Sid's Maganarch, Strike Gundam, 𝐂𝐍𝐿, the Sky Gresper, 𝐒𝐓𝐄, 𝐒𝐿, Girga Zulu guards type. A really good card right now that's in meta right now if you're playing white in this deck. Overflowing Affection, a main draw 2, discard 1, really good. Secure the supply lines. The Balent Custom, the Barlent Custom, Zaku number 1 sniper type, and then Gundam Sandrock. And then we got Freedom Gundam. We got Wing Gundam, McQueeve, Den, Gohan, Dope, M1, the BQ, Gira, Doga heavy armor type, the Gamao, securing the supply lines, Miranda Cruz. We did get the pilot for the 𝐒𝐍𝐿. So anyways, if you don't know about the game, certain Gundams have their linked pilots down here, basically, who pilot them through the anime. So the 𝐒𝐍𝐿 has Miranda Cruz. So in the game, all your mobile suits come in with summoning sickness, but if you have the pilot in your hand, you can pay the cost, link the pilot to it. Any pilot can pilot any Gundam, but this allows you then to link your Gundam, and then that mainly allows you to attack with the Gundam that turn, also trigger linked effects as well. So very interesting mechanic for sure. So we got Miranda Cruz for the Gundam. And then we, of course, have another LR and Unicorn Gundam 02 Banshee Destroy Mode. There you all are right there. That is our 4th LR. So we've hit half of our guaranteed LRs for this box. And the resource is the 𝐒𝐍𝐿 resource. Look at that. We had the pilot for that as well. It'd been more hilarious if we pulled the all art for the 𝐒𝐍𝐿 in that pack too. Then that would have been a really unique one. All right, we got Gundam Elthrith, a ball. The 𝐵𝐵𝐺𝐴 Pente, Stubborn Cog, the 𝐿 𝐿𝐿, Gundam Death Scythe, 𝐒𝐍𝐿, the Sword Strike Gundam, Gelgoog, the Choo-Choo's Demi Trainer, and we got another LR in Char's Gelgoog. Unfortunately, Char is not in this set. You have to pick up the pilot Char from the starter deck. But that is another LR right there for you all. Just take a look at that nice looking LR. The resource will be a dual Gundam assault mode. I don't think that's mode. I think that's Shroud. Assault Shroud, I think. You can correct me down in the comments. We got 𝐂𝐍𝐍𝐄𝐃 𝐊𝐶𝐃, Racid's Order, Mistral, Corporate Operatives, Underground Desert Base, really good just base in the game, Zanzibar, Chang Wu-Fei, Mid-Air Modifications, Gundam Heavy Arms, we got Fortress Defense, and then Gundam Aerial. Now this one's a very unique one, just to say how this works. So there's only 4 card types in the entirety of the game. There is Unit, which is basically all the mobile suits. Unit, Base, which Zanzibar and Underground as a base are. Then you have your pilots like Maria Cruz, and then you have commands, and commands can sometimes be pilots as well. So the 𝐒𝐍𝐉𝐴, typically if you wanted to use him for his command, it's main deploy 2 Zaku 2 Zeon AP1 HP1 unit tokens, or you can equip him to his Pacific mech, or any mobile suit, I guess you should say. Technically they are mechs. And then get yourself a +1/+0 as well. So it's very interesting that even though these are commands, there are commands that are just commands, that's what they do, but there are commands that are pilots. Makes the game very interesting to choose whether or not you want to use the command ability of that pilot or use the pilot for attaching. And like I said, we have that, and then we have the Unicorn Gundam. We got the Path to Victory or Defeat, Shinlong Gundam, Racid's Magnac, Strike Gundam, 𝐿𝐴𝐍𝐾, Skygrasper, Gundam Death Scythe, the Zaku Jewel, the Sword Strike Gundam, 𝐿𝐴𝐍𝐿, Salamas, Nons Arius, and we did get our 1 guaranteed resource upgrade. I believe this is the Aerial Gundam. Yeah, Gundam Aerial. So this is Gundam Aerial. So again, you get 1 of these resources per box. It is completely random which one you get, but nonetheless, really nice looking. Glad to see they got some interesting guarantees. We'll have to see how well these do in the secondary market, but price-wise, because there's probably a lot of people who want to bling out their resource deck with these cards, because again, they're 1 per box. But there are a lot of different Gundams in the box for resources. So, really cool. So we got our 1 guaranteed hollowed resource. We still haven't seen either of our alt art rares or LRs, so our pluses. We got 𝐿𝐴𝐍𝐿, Go On, Gundam Rith, Ball, 𝐵𝐺𝐺𝐕 Pente, the Stubborn Cog, Zeon Remnant Forces, Adzum, Chang Wu-Fei, Rikdom, Pendum, Gundam Parquet, and we got our first LR Plus in the Justice Gundam. That's a really good art, and there's an EX base, but we don't care about EX bases. We care about the Justice Gundam. I like these alt arts. Man, they look really, really cool. Give Bandai some credit. They knew what they were doing when they made these cards look as good as they are. So just to show you, we did pull Justice Gundam and Justice Gundam LR Plus. Just a side-by-side comparison of the 2 there for you, just to give you an idea of what they look like. So really cool to see our first LR Plus is a Justice Gundam. I'm hoping our second LR Plus is also another hope our another alt art is another LR Plus. I really would like that for collection purposes. 𝐂𝐍𝐍𝐿 Skygrasper, Perseus, Zaku 2, Gundam, Zaku Mariner, Mining Asteroid Palu, Zeon Remnant Forces, Adzam, Chang Wu-Fei, Rikdom, Blitz Gundam, and then there's the Big Zam. Again, that's the one that actually the guy I talked about, 𝐿𝐴𝐍𝐿, that can be played as a command, or you can attach them to this, and then that gets you your linked pilot. But again, not all Gundams actually have linked pilots. I'll show you here. Like for instance, the Rikdom does not have a linked pilot to it, so this will always have summoning sickness to turn it as summoned. But you can still put a pilot on it so that you can get the pilot's additional buff of AP and HP. And then we have a normal aerial Gundam. So just to show you the difference between the two, you just get a nice shiny resource here instead of just a normal plain old resource. We got Gundam Lerth, Gimme Garrison, Pisces, Goof, Duo Leo, a Ball, Dari Blade, Ghoul Jekturk, 𝐒𝐍𝐾𝐿. Another really good card right now if you're playing in blue is Show Resolve, just main draw 2. And I will tell you, playing this game with the starter decks, you definitely feel like you definitely need more draw. Guion, and then the Logao. And then we got Charge Zaku 2 as our resource. I think this one would look pretty cool, hollowed out. We got Cancer, the 13th, Recid, Ankshi, Assault on Torrington Base, The Underground, Desert Tiger, Show Resolve, Launcher Strike Gundam, Strategic Arms, Deep Devotion, and then Gundam Aerial Rebuild. That is our 6th LR. So we're missing only 2 more, and then 1 more Alt Art, and we did get another EX base. Ugh. But yeah, let's take a look at that Gundam Aerial Rebuild right there. There it is for you all. We got Shenlong Gundam Zaku 2, Resids, the Stealth G-Sky, Ellen, Ghoul, Zuno, Michaelis, Banger Links, Do Maxwell, and yes, this is a really good card right now in the meta, or the supposed upcoming meta of the Gundam TCG, the Wing Gundam Zero. I've got high maneuver and then deploy, deal 3 damage to all units that are level 5 or lower, including yours as well. So do be cautious that it can kill your own. And then we do have the Phantom 00 token that is important for the Justice Gundam. But yes, I am hoping to maybe pull Death Scythe from this box, or Death Scythe's Alt Art from this box, because that's really good for this deck because of Duo Maxwell and ramping with it. But nonetheless, really cool to see the Gundam, Wing Gundam Zero. Maybe we should pull his art. I think that'd be cool. We got the Dirka, Assault on Torrington Base, Ghouls, Dilnanza, Zaku Mariner, the Sky Gresper, Kyosagani, Zax Leo, Na Amara, Overflowing Affection, Perfect Strike Gundam, the Delta Plus, and then a Gundam, Dual Gundam Assault Ground. Assault Shroud, I don't know why I called that ground. Next on the list we got Guel, the Wing Gundam. Hey, look everyone, there's another Wing Gundam for you all. Mistral, Duo Leo, The Path to Victory or Defeat, Shenlong's Gundam, Gira, Nahel Argma, the G-Fighter, Mid-Flight Modifications, Char's Zaku 2, Unicorn Gundam Unicorn Mode, and then we got a Wing Gundam Zero. We got the Z Zulu, the Zoot, Kali's Sky Grasper, Perseus, Zaku 2, Gundam, the Desert Tiger, Show Resolve, Launcher Striker Gundam, Strategic Arms, Aerial Gundam, and our second LR Plus will be Unicorn Gundam 02 Banshee Destroy Mode. That is a very, very nice looking alt art for sure. I believe we have, yes, we have the Unicorn Gun. So there is the alt art of this. There is the normal art for this. That looks nice. Not gonna lie at all, that looks nice. These alt arts. Bandai, you've overdone yourself with those alt arts. Really nice looking alt arts. And then we have the EX resource, but who cares about that? So as we move into this pack, we only have one more LR to get our hands on. So anyways, we got Assault, Underground, Goof, Den, Darrison, Naval Bombardment, BUQ, Zanzibar, Loto, Derry Blade, Shamblo, Iron Fisted Discipline. And then we have a Unicorn Gundam. The Cog. Always remember, kids, join the Cog. Stark Jaken, The Path, the Darrison, Signs of Evolution, Galgus, Adzam, Strategic Arms, Launcher Strike Gundam, Zuin, Interceptor Orders, and we got a Gundam Death Sight! Oh yes, this box was real nice for me for the green section here with the Gundam Death Sight and the Gundam Wing Zero. Wing Gundam Zero, I should actually call that. But nonetheless, really cool. And then here's a Zaku 2 token. But yes, let's take another look at that. So anyways, there is nothing else really to pull from the box unless we get extremely lucky with a double plus card, whether it be the LR Grandfather Gundam, the Aerial Gundam, or the token, the resource token Gundam. So we'll just have to see if the last two packs are goated. Box otherwise, we pulled pretty well in this box, I won't lie. We got Jagen, Gera, Demi, McQueeve, Ridhei, Signs, the Kusanagi, Gun Tank, Gamao, the Kashtira, Char Zaku 2, and a Strike Rogue. And then we have a resource for you all in Char's Zaku 2. Last pack. What will we have? What is it that we shall see? Will it be good? Will it be fascinating? A Jagen, Mining Assault, G-Sky, Cancer, Z-Zulu, Gog, Gun Tank, Sword Strike, Gera, First Contact, and unfortunately no major hits in this other than two rares of Neon's Ares, and then Extreme Hatred, and finally a Gundam Aerial token. Alright, the first box was quite goated, 100%. Really good selection of cards there for sure in the LR, and as well as some really neat looking alt arts. I definitely want to see more alt arts in the LRs as we move into box number 2. Before we jump into box number 2 and see what we can pull from it, let me know down in the comments your thoughts on the Gundam TCG. Have you tried out the starter deck event? Have you tried out the up and coming booster launch event, where you get 4 packs and you build a sealed deck and play at your locals? What are your thoughts overall on the Gundam card game? Are you hyped more for the Gundam Assembly tabletop miniature game? Also, let me know, what's your favorite Gundam anime? Is it Gundam? Is it G Gundam? Gundam Wing, the current Gundam, which I believe is the Witch from Mercury. Let me know all those down in the comments. What's your favorite Gundam overall? OG Gundam, Wing Gundam, Justice Gundam, all of them, the Unicorn Gundam, Aerial Gundam. Let me know all that down in the comments. And while you're commenting, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you can notify when my videos go live for you. And let's get started. Pack number 1, what do you hold for us? A Strike Gundam! Rizel, Wing Gundam, Den, Pisces, Rasids, The Desert, Gundam Heavy, Cheng Wufei, the G-Fighter, Shamblo, and a Dual Gundam. Again, we're going to speed through most of these packs now because and a Unicorn Gundam resource because we've seen a majority of this set now from at least one booster. Cancer, McQueeve, Duo Leo, G-Sky, Zoot, Gundam Rith, Show of Resolve, Banger Links, Ghoul, Strategic Arms, Char Zaku 2. We got OG Papa Gundam that started out with, yes, Papa Gundam's here to bless us today. I think our first LR out of the first box was a Kashtira. So we start with our first LR in this box being Papa Gundam. And our resource, or actually our token, will be Char Zaku 2. Well, who cares about that? We want Papa Gundam on the screen. Ready? Calgies, Stark, Rasids, Covert, Goof, Lodo, Zuno. Is that how you say it? It's Zuno, or is it Zun 0? Zian 0 or Zian-O. I'm not sure. Again, you can all just bring me down in the comments. He's not a real Gundam fan. Mid-air modifications, Gundam Death Side, Noyan's Ares, Xinglong Gundam, and then a resource in Dual Gundam Assault Shroud. We got Dope, 𝐂𝐍𝐿, Ghira, Baguri, Side 7, Ellen, Launcher Strike Gundam, G Fighter, Rick Dom, Aerial Gundam, Salimas, Zaku Sniper 1, and then Gundam Aerial. Underground, Gallus, Assault, Larith, McQueeve, Ridhi, Zanzibar, Ghira, Gundam Heavy Arms, Sword Strike, Perfect Strike Gundam, and a first LR Plus in cash. Tira, who cares about this EX resource? We want to look at the cash. Tira, all art. I believe it is in all art with Unicorn Gundam Destroyer mode. So not the Banshee mode of it, it's the Unicorn Destroyer mode. The two actually do clash. I don't think we've seen that one just yet. But anyways, there we go. There is our first all art. Nice looking all art right there, yeah. Really cool all art. Definitely, 100%. It really gets you into that full look of the mobile suit. Dearson, Jagan, Zulu, Zulu, Demi, Xinglong, 13th, Ghira, Duriblade, Zuno, Gamiao, Blitz Gundam, another Unicorn Gundam 02, our second LR of the box, and then a Zaku 2. Alright, so 2 Unicorn Gundam 02 and an alt art for it as well. Assault, Larith, McQueeve, Ridhi, Ball, Darrison, Chang, Balent, Desert, Galug, Gundam Aerial, Kali, and then a Char Zaku 2. Stealth, Naval, Din, Goof, the Cog, Zoot, Kasanagi, Zaki, Yazak. Yazak, is that how you say the name? Zek, Midair, Fortress Defense, Blitz Gundam, and we do have our resource in the Dual Gundam Assault Shroud. There you all are right there. So basically just a nice foiling on it. I wish we did get the OG Gundam, but you know, we did get still, nonetheless, getting one of these per box is very, very nice. I give Bandai full credit for that. You know, I'll give Bandai full credit on this. All arts, you know, typically like you open up Pokemon, you might not even get an all art or a rainbow or like a full art trainer or anything like that. At least Bandai's open to tell you you're going to get so many like LRs. Again, there's no secret rares in this set. It's straight LRs, so there's nothing like secret about it. So I really like it. So you get so many LRs and you get 2 guaranteed all arts, and then you can get 1 guaranteed of this foiled resource. So nonetheless, I really do like that Bandai really has a standard of how much you're going to get per booster box. So we got Gog, Covert, G-Sky, Dope, The Path, Resids, Zanzibar, Ghira, Gundam Heavy Arms, Sword Strike, Gundam Sandrock, HRs, Galug, and then there's another Phantom 00. So far, we pulled 3 LRs that we pulled in the first box, which again isn't bad. I mean, that does mean that, you know, for me, if I wanted to play that deck, I'd only have to go online and maybe pick up 2 more. So it's not too bad. We got Mistral, The Underground, got Sky's Grasper, Gohan, Stealth, Naval, Strategic, Secure, BQ, Zeon, Iron Fist Discipline, the Gun Cannon, and OG Papa Gundam. My big question is every set probably going to have an LR++ OG Papa Gundam in it that's always going to be a chase? Probably. I mean, it is OG Papa Gundam. Everyone wants OG Papa Gundam, as we have Calgies, Ghira, Unkshi, 13th, Pisces, M1, Michaelis, Sho, Kashtira, Adzam, Laguao, Char Zaku 2, and then a resource of Wing Gundam. Alright, I am hoping right now for this box that we can at least get another Wing Gundam 0 and at least another Gundam Death Sight. That would be perfect for me. Or we can get one of the all arts of the cards. Den, Goof, Cog, Zoot, Ellen, Gundam, Affection, Loto, First Contact, Banger Links, Big Zam, Extreme Hatred, and the 𝐒𝐏𝐄. Jagan, Stark, Demi, Signs, Star Grasper, Cancer, Gwell, Gun Tank, Null, Gera, Intercept Orders, and we got another Gundam aerial build. Okay, so we're lining up for this box to be very similar to the first box. And then we got a Freedom Gundam resource. All right, so we've already gone through half of the LRs. We still have one more all art, and that is it. There is still the chance we pull the LR++, or a ++ card. There's always a chance, but I don't know what the breakdown of it is, like 1 per case, or 1 per multiple cases. I'm not sure. Shenlong Gundam, Gohan, Mining Facility, Wing Gundam, Underground, Gallus, Kusanagi, Yazak, Zex, Midair, Gundam Patriarch, and the Wing Gundam Zero! Alright, this box is looking really good, everybody. And we got the Unicorn Gundam. Alright, if I could just see a Death Scythe, this box was goated. Both these boxes were goated. The Path, Resids, Calgies, Gira, Unkshi, 13th, Grill, Gun Tank, Null, Gira, Battle of Aces, Delta Plus, and then the Dual Gundam. You know, I think one of the rares I wish we could pull another copy of is Maria Cruz. We've only pulled one of her so far in the box. Definitely gonna have to, we're definitely gonna pick up more of her. She's the best pilot for 𝐒𝐿. Derka, Side 7, Mistral, Zaku 2, 𝐒𝐍𝐉𝐎𝐾, Zaku, Overflowing Affection, Gundam Death Scythe. Where's the other Gundam Death Scythe? Kusanagi, Gamwell, Fortress Defense, Blitz Gundam, and then the Dual Gundam. Signs, Gog, Zaku, Rizal, Path to Victory, Derka, Rictom. We also need more of Duo, the pilot, Duo Maxwell. We could use some more rares of him as well to pilot the Gundam Death Scythe. Null, Zeon, Sword Strike, Unicorn Gundam 02 Banshee Unicorn Mode, Strike Rogue, and then the resource of Char's Zaku 2. Pisces, M1, Jagan, Stark, Demi, Signs, Overflowing Affection. I think we've seen now an entire playset of Overflowing Affection. I'm pretty sure we almost playset it in one box. This one, I feel. Gundam Death Scythe, Kusanagi, Gwemwow, Gundam Aerial, Deep Devotion, and then a Gundam Aerial. Ball, Darrison, Gog, Covert, G-Sky, Dope, McHale's, Show of Resolve, 𝐒𝐿, Zadam, Noeens, and we did pull a new Gundam here. A new EX resource no one cares about. We did pull the Dual Gundam Assault Shroud. This is the first time we're pulling this one from the box. Alright, so there he is. First time we're seeing the Dual Shroud Gundam for you all. Piloted by Zach's Jewel. There for you all. So new Gundam. M1, Cog, Zaku, Gwell, Unkshi, Ball, Secure, Gun Tank, Aerial, Zek, Gaven, The Witch and the Bride, and then Wing Gundam. Naval, Strike, Gundam, Mining, Assault, Stealth, Michaelis, Dearly Blade, 𝐒𝐿, Gulag, there's a Marina Cruz, and the Gundam Death Scythe! Woo! This box was absolutely, 2 boxes have been crazy! And then a Freedom Gundam. But man, look at that. We got another Marina Cruz, and we got a Gundam Death Scythe. Now, if we could see another Dual Maxwell, I would really like that. Maybe we've seen a couple? I can't remember. We got the Sky Grasper, the Cancer, Dereka, Side 7, Mistral, Zaku 2, Dira, Launch Strike Gundam, Valent Custom, Adzam, the Choo-Choo, and then our last LR is going to be another 𝐒𝐍𝐃. So out of this box, we had 3 𝐒𝐍𝐃. We did not see Unicorn Destroy Mode, which is kind of important for one build, but nonetheless, really cool. And then Papa Gundam. So we've now gotten all 8 of our LRs. The box has decided to tease us for the alt art we will be getting, as we only have 2 Gundam new type packs left. Let me tell you, I am well impressed with what we got here. Really good stuff to build from. Really good stuff indeed. So let's open this one here first. We got Ellen, Gundam, Shenlong, Gun, Mining, Wing Gundam, Chang, Arlant, The Desert, Gulag, Citizens, and we got an LR Plus of Gundam Death Woohoo! Ooh, that is nice looking there. That is a nice looking art. That basically gave us 3 Gundam Death Scythe. So, you know, I will be pleased with 3 Gundam Death Scythe for sure. I'm also pleased that both our boxes did not give us a rare LR or like a rare plus. I'm glad that all of them were LR pluses. So that just helps with the collection purposes. But yeah, look at that. That is really, really nice looking. And then we have a Phantom 00. Well, unless this last pack has an LR++, I don't think it's going to be impressive. Bagari, Zaku, Rasid, Duo, Ziluo, Gwills, Baku, Zanzibar, First Contact, Zaku. There is a dual Maxwell, and then a Unicorn Gundam Unicorn Mode, and then a 𝐒𝐍𝐃 resource. But that is it. Whew. We got some good stuff from these 2 boosters, everybody. These 2 boosters have basically helped us really build 2 unique different style of decks. We got some very interesting decks here we can definitely build off of, and of course go and buy the remainder LRs that we need. So let's go through it. We got 𝐒𝐍𝐃. We pulled 2 𝐒𝐍𝐃, and we pulled its alt art as well. So 3 𝐒𝐍𝐃s from 2 boxes. We pulled 1, 2, and the alt art for Gundam Death Scythe. Again, really nice. We only pulled 1 Gundam Assault Shroud. We pulled 2 Gundam Wing 0. We pulled 2 Gundam Aerial Rebuild. We pulled 2 of Char's Gelgu. We pulled 2 Unicorn Gundam 02 Banshee Destroy Mode plus its alt art. We pulled 1 Justice Gundam and 1 of its alt arts. And we pulled 2 Daddy Gundam, or OG Daddy Gundam. And then for our 2 resources, we pulled Aerial Gundam and Dual Gundam. But that is it, everybody. Really good boxes here. Yes, 100%. These were some really good boxes. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if you guys gotten lucky to get some boxes from your LGSs. I definitely right now would wait to see how things go with Bandai, because right now secondary market, it's like $200 for a box. Not worth it. Definitely not worth it. For right now, I would tell you buy the singles, or if you get really lucky, find some local gaming stores that are still selling boosters. Good luck, everyone, with your booster pack opening events as well. So hopefully you guys pull some good stuff from there as well. But nonetheless, let me know down in the comments your thoughts on the new Gundam card game. It looks a lot of fun. It's probably going to be a pet game for me. These are probably all I'm going to buy. Maybe I'll go online and maybe buy a couple LRs to complete a couple decks. But I'm definitely not buying a lot more than really that. Other than that, let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. And we'll see you here next time on Mama Dragons TCG.